Hey there, Hasselhoff! I've got a little surprise for you!
Great. What is it? Another Jew?
I have created a secret weapon for such singular purpose and stealthiness that you will be helpless to its powers. Mustache! Woohoo! You look so very stupid with your big bushy mustache like some hipster at an art school party.
You do know it looks like you have the mustache from where I stand.
Turn your head! No! Don't look! I'm so ugly!
Hi YouTube, this is LexiFruit5545 with a tutorial on how to make the Hetalia character Romano into a stuffed animal that would look something like this, which is Italy. You'll need some needles and pins, fabrics. I have this for the tie, brown for the hair, black for the shirt thingy, and this color for the uniform. And then this for I have this for the skin color and the body base. You'll also need this, which is in tracing paper if you're too lazy or you can't draw the eyes from scratch. Some Sharpies, which I don't have with me now. Something to mark the fabric with. I'm using oil pastel. If you want, you can iron it to make it easier. And something to sew with. I'm using a sewing machine to make it faster, but you can also sew this by hand. You'll also need scissors, threads, and my pattern that I made. I'll put it on DeviantArt. This is what it looks like. There's 4 parts. This is one. This was another, which is the hair. Remember to cut this part off. This. And the body base.
右手にはオリーブ、左手にはトマト。トマトマトマトトマトマトパレード、魅惑の世界へついてくるなよこの野郎。手を取って輪になって回るよ地球を、キラキラ長靴が汚れるだろこの野郎。ベルでビャンコロン、それトリコローレイ、その筋肉剥がしてやるヘタリア。弟が楽しいから来なよって言うから来てみたけど、よりによってなんであんな野郎の隣なんだよ。まともに歌いやしねえこんちくしょうめ。トマトマトマトトマトマトパレード、楽器を鳴らして行進だ。みんなでせーので合奏すれば、たった一つの歌完成だこの野郎。タンバリン係は俺のマノ、タランテラによく使われんだぞ。知らねえのか。
Okay, so I cut everything, and this is what I got. Back part, which would be this. Pants. Legs. Body. The sides of the uniform. The belt. This one's kind of thick, but I just need a pattern for it. The back, the front piece of hair, the curl, this undershirt thingy, I used it because, well, it was in the picture, and the tie, it's a little smaller, and the big piece of the belt. This, you're gonna cut out this square, and then you're gonna cut these, and then you're gonna cut out another one, so don't immediately cut these. And now you you just need to trace the pieces onto fabric. Not to tell you, you're going to need a small piece of yellow for the belt. So now you're just going to take your oil pastel or whatever you're using to trace and trace all these out.
タランテラによく使われんだぞ知らねえのかってうっすこんがらがるカッテリダンジャロピアノは毒雲に噛まれファルファレは逃げてったよ全部お前のせいだぞ 嫌なやつはずっと嫌なやつビルバーランドフリアムカつくから浴びるほどベビアもビルバーランドフリア女の子は大歓迎ビルバーランドフリアブルースと潰せいるそれ負けるなピッツァ勝ちればメタル
Oh, I did everything. It's easier actually if you just cut the curl without tracing it, because tracing the curl is kind of hard since it's so skinny. You're gonna need one back, one front, one tie. This is this part, and you're gonna need one with the V and one square. One of the belt squares, the body and legs, the uniform, and that's it. Next, you take this, and you're going to trace it onto here on the other side though. And you can place it wherever you want. I think I'm going to make mine farther apart. But that's because I got it off somewhere and the face is actually smaller, so. You can just trace it. So I just traced it, but it was kind of small. So I changed that, and this is what it looks like. Romano's eyes are either green or brown, but they're different in like each episode, so you can color them whatever you want. I think I'm gonna do green, so you just take your Sharpie or whatever you use. You can also use paint or color pencils. Okay, so I cut almost everything out like that you could. And for these, you can leave the sides uncut, like cut completely, but you have to leave these because that's where you're gonna sew. And I accidentally cut here. And same thing with this. This you might want to just cut around it and then cut later, just in case you move it a little. This, yeah, this one's scrap. This, leave uncut. The hairs you can cut right on the line. For this, cut these two, but leave this. Same thing with here. If you did cut, you can just sew a little on the side. And this, same thing with this. You have to cut directly on the bottoms of the sleeves, and this bottom, and over here, but leave space on the rest. Same thing for the belt thingy. I'm gonna sew this by using a sewing machine, and here's how it goes. three go together to make the shirt thingy. Then you have to add the belt and everything. These two go together to make pants. The hair, you don't have to sew anything. These are the legs, the body, the undershirt thingy. And I forgot to cut out the belt, but that's fine. I usually start with the body first because it just makes it easier to know if stuff fits or not, and yeah. So I just did the first piece, which was the body, and I left this open so you can flip it inside out, and I have stuffing and everything. And then you want to do these, which are the legs. It's a little kind of pulled, but whatever. And now I'm going to do, well, I'm actually going to cut out the body and flip it, because then I can test all these before I make the other one, just in case it doesn't fit. Both of them, and now you're just going to flip them inside out. And then make sure you don't rip anything, or there's going to be some problems while you're doing it. And it's easy if you just like take a stick and put it inside to stretch it a little and to get into places where you can't reach. So I stuffed them, and this was what the body's gonna look like. And all you have to do is sew them together. You can sew them anyway, and you can sew it like this because you won't see it anyway. So I just do it because it's faster. And you can sew it around the fabric, which takes a bit longer, and it ends up the same, but it just looks nicer from the inside. Now you're just going to take this belt and sew it together, because it won't stay together with glue or anything. So this is what Romano looks like. Ta-da! You're finished.